entire day and never went away.
I have no idea why people waited that long. No, I get it, right? He's a busy dude. He's the voice of Sephiroth. He's doing, what is it, the new Superman movie?
No. He was from this. There was a TV show. He was Superman in there. I can't remember. It's like a CW Superman show. I've never seen it, but he's really good.
I don't really watch those types of TV shows anymore. Like I did when I was younger, but as of recent, nah, I've got no real interest in any of those things.
Superman and Lois is what it was called, because I kept wanting to say Lois and Clark, but that was the 90s one.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, that's Superman, so. Okay, ready when you are.
Mr. BattleVest, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Doc?
I'll be honest, I am still tired. After the weekend and the driving and everything else, I did roughly 2,800 miles of driving, plus 2 flights. The first day was the hard day. The first day was from Ohio to Atlanta. I had like 30 minutes to catch my next flight from Atlanta to Ontario in California.
Jeez.
Got picked up by a friend, had lunch, picked up a car, and then drove to Phoenix. So the first day, that one was rough.
Hopefully there was no interruptions on the plane or anything like that.
We're not getting into it. That woman. I hate that woman. But after that, we went to the Game On Expo at the Phoenix Convention Center. I was told originally that it was your first con, but I guess you went to something when you were like, what, 7? I'm not.
I don't remember how old I was. It was. I went to E3 forever ago, and that's when they were showcasing GameCube, Smash Brothers Melee, Grand Theft Auto 3, Final Fantasy X. It's such a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
That was all just the game people showing their games, where this one is just like a giant meet and greet, the vendor shops. I don't know exactly how much I spent. I want to say it was probably around like close to 500 on art and stupid pins that I didn't know they were going to be priced so poorly, but
some of that stuff was also signatures. You got to meet your future wife.
I got to meet Bree, Bree White, who was Aerith, and I got to meet Britt, who was Tifa, and I got both their signatures, and I actually got a little Lego figure of Tifa somewhere from her. It was very, like, I've met voice actors before at voice actresses. I remember Brianna was like, "What do you want me to sign this? What do you want me to write?" And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bree. I'm super nervous talking to you right now. Just give me your best line. So, for a buddy, we got an autograph from the voice actor of Ed from Cowboy Bebop anime, and they put down like, what was the quote? "If you see a stranger, follow them." So, and we had a video call too.
They also put down a quote from Ein.
Yes.
Woof.
It was good, but. They even talked to my friend on the video. We did a Discord video call real quick, and his name is Ed as well, so that's awesome. So Ed and Ed were talking.
Yeah, to Ed from Ed. That was great. Honestly, he didn't say a whole lot because I'm guessing he was. What can we call it? Starstruck if it's voice actors? Is that still okay?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, take a example. What's his name? Tyler, the guy who voiced Sephiroth he was in the Superman and Lois show. I don't know if he was scheduled to be there Friday, but the line to meet him on Friday was, it never went away.
So it went from where he was supposed to be signing all the way back to the end of the ropes, and then there was a big break where people could walk, and then they started the line again on the other side of the thing, and that's where it started snaking back and forth. I don't think I ever saw the dude show up, though. True to his role, he was a villain at Game On. And then we went back the next day, and he was signing stuff, but the line was even longer because now it's Saturday. It's Saturday, the busy day.
And what was interesting is when I looked on the website on Saturday, it only showed that he was there for Saturday. But I could have sworn before it showed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it was only now for Saturday. So don't know. Probably busy schedule. Again, got Superman. While waiting in line for Brittany, the voice actor for Barrett from Final Fantasy Remake, he was just hugging everybody and complimenting. He almost looked like he was about to cry when he was complimenting like a firefighter or a first responder. Like, you're the real hero. And they both almost looked like they were about to cry. I was like, man, that guy. I think he spent so much time with one person. By the time he went through like 3, he had to go on break, and they forced him on break kind of thing.
You know, I kind of wish we'd hung out a little more over the tournament area. Now, I wasn't going to sit around and watch, 5 full rounds of a Tetris tournament. And it was like, and it was 5 rounds per like bracket. It was like a 4-player thing. That's not happening. But if we had gone back and forth between that and the Smash tournament, I think it would have been fine. What was the other one that was there? It was Kirby
Air Raiders or something like that.
I don't even know what that game is. I've never played it. I'd never heard of it, but I guess there's still a competitive scene for it.
That's good. I was having fun listening to the wrestling and beating people at Third Strike with you.
I still think that you should have bought a new sword while you were there from that one vendor. Again, I don't remember I only remember a single one of the vendors' names, and that was
David Wong.
That's it. David Wong. Already put up Missa's art in her office. The 2 Totoro ones that we got from him.
I have so much of his art to put up. I think I've hung up about 90% of what I got. I still have like 6 pieces from his mystery pack that I have not put up.
I'm surprised you didn't buy a second mystery pack. Like, I was expecting you to just...
That one was perfect. It was amazing. It hit on every note. Even his little Raiders drawing, which was the LA inspired version, which Mrs. BattleVest is a huge Raiders fan. All of this just fits. There's a Starscream. There was the Raccoon City, Quahog City Family Guy mix. The Batman movie villains. The Thundercats one I got was amazing. All of it.
I got my shirt and my
thank
mystery.
you for the shirt as well.
Oh, that's fine. You gotta get something from not just the vendors or something there. You gotta get something from like the con itself. So, like I said, I always get myself a mystery bag, because it could be previous shirts. It could be other shirts.
If we're ready to segue, I have a segue, actually.
Oh, I was just going to go over the trip, because as you can
Oh, yeah, please. I actually want to hear more about this.
There wasn't a whole lot to it. Like my first drive was from Phoenix to Amarillo. That hotel room was just trash. But like I said, so in Amarillo, I stopped off at Buc-ee's, got myself, like I said, a sweater. Oh, I forgot it upstairs. I got Missa a little plushie that is the Buc-ee, but it's dressed in Easter garb. So it has like little bunny slippers. It has like the bunny ears on. And then because I did make it home on St. Patrick's Day, I also got her a Buc-ee's St. Patrick's 2026 shirt.
You got home late then on St. Patty's, right?
I did. So I was going to stay the night at my parents' house and have breakfast with them the next morning, and that would have been from the 17th to the 18th. But my dad's like, hey, I've got a meeting early in the morning. I'm going to be leaving at like 6 a.m. He also goes to bed at like 8. So by the time we finished dinner, he would have been up for maybe another like 30 or 40 minutes. My mom probably would have gone to bed same time, and then that's it. I'm like, you know what? If that's going to be how it is, no breakfast, I'm just going to do the drive. So it was like another 4.5-ish, 5 hours, something like that, to get home from Greenfield. I got home at like 11:30 at night. I didn't have to worry about a time change on that one. Like I said, the long drive was the Amarillo one, because it was already like a 10-hour drive, and I crossed 2 time zones. So I got there so late that everything was closed. I just ended up going and grabbing McDonald's for dinner. It was horrible.
It's McDonald's.
There's a difference when you like hit a drive-through and you're eating McDonald's on the road going somewhere. There's another thing when there's nothing else and you go to the drive-through and then you bring your sad little brown paper bag back to the hotel with you. I can't be the only one that thinks that there's a distinct difference between those.
I've been there.
But I made it home safe. Spent a night in Springfield. So
Did you say hi to the Simpsons for me?
Wrong one. So I realized that and I actually went and Googled this whole thing because you kept asking. I guess it's actually based on Springfield, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was something over on like East Coast because they have like that Family Guy crossover. But
the Rhode Island thing, yeah.
But no, apparently it is Springfield, Oregon. And I guess there was some like interview with director or creator at some point that said, yes, that's what it is. Apparently he knows a lot about it because his dad used to talk about it all the time. I don't know. Those are the kind of things that are really great. Speaking of dads that do amazing things, not my dad, but kind of everyone's dad, Mr. Feeny is about to turn 99 years old.
Oh, man. That's some Boy Meets World flashbacks right there. I think he was the voice of Kit from Knight Rider, wasn't he?
Yes, he was also the voice of Kit. I'm not alone on this one. I'm pretty sure that like most of the guys that grew up in that time, I think Topanga was the first crush, right? It was either Topanga or Kimberly or Trini. Like it was one of those three.
I want to say my first crush was probably Kimberly from Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
That I can remember. That was live action. Because Rogue was my like cartoon crush growing up.
The cartoons later on in life, they stopped making the proportions of the females in cartoons anywhere near like normal or achievable anymore. So you look at things like Kim Possible, where she got this like, tiny waist and these gigantic hips. Same thing with like Chun-Li, Cammy, all those like drawings. I don't know what it is, but they got that junk.
Thick.
they are thick with
That's
two
not Chun-Li.
C's.
Her legs are too small.
That was a direct quote from me when we were looking at some of the art in Artist Alley at the con. He's like, yeah, it's Chun-Li. I'm like, that's not Chun-Li. Those legs are
too small.
That's it.
I mean, they were. Do not get me wrong. It's a beautiful piece of art. I saw it and it blew my mind because I love Samurai Champloo. Netflix announced that they are going to be making the live action Samurai Champloo soon. So I'm nervous. I'm excited. I mean, One Piece is doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't see how they can make some of the fight scenes come out as good as they look in live action. You're going to see it and the eyes just going to tell you things that doesn't look right. And I don't think it's going to translate well. It's like if they ever made a live action Metal Gear Solid movie, a lot of the tricks and things they do in the game, it works because it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to do half the stuff they did in the Metal Gear Solid cinematics in live action, you're going to call it out like it's Dragon Ball Evolution.
Okay, so I want to be able to call stuff out like that, but I can't. Because there was this robot. It was all about surveillance, and they challenged some Marines to try to get past its, to get up to it undetected. They straight up Solid Snake that thing. They put a box over them because it wasn't looking for a box. It was looking for people. Another one just moved very, very slowly. They beat this AI by doing some of the dumbest things ever, like hiding under a box.
I'm not even saying about the box. I'm like, take Revolver Ocelot, for example. He spends an entire scene monologuing while twirling guns, tossing them up, unloading, reloading. Just a lot of the over exaggerated movements that Snake does or the Cyborg Ninja does. It just would not translate very well in live action, especially if you watch like Twin Snakes. They do a lot of over the top stuff in that one. Just don't feel like it would go good.
I don't think it would be nearly as bad as what you're making it out to be, because as long as they don't take themselves too seriously,
like Street Fighter,
or the opposite, they take themselves overly serious.
Mortal Kombat. If you think about it, on the both sides of the spectrum, you got the Street Fighter movie that's like embracing the goofiness. It feels like, at least based off the trailer. And then you got Mortal Kombat being dead serious. I
guess yes and no. What I was getting at is that even if it is super cheesy or anything like that, you just still, if you deadpan it and play it as a very serious role and let it be funny, but let it be that, I almost want to say British humor funny, that very dry humor.
You like dry?
It would work out. I think it would work out. But I understand why you're worried, because they did cancel Cowboy Bebop after a single season. And
I mean, that had a lot of things going against it to begin with. I believe the actor for Spike, he got injured and they had to stop production for the longest time. So I'm pretty sure that wasted a lot of money.
You mean Harold?
Yeah, Harold got injured, so they had to stop. And so instead of recasting him, they waited for him to heal, because he did a good job as Spike, in my opinion. I feel like he embodied the character. It's hard to replace Steve Bloom, but he did a good job. I don't know if there was like drama going on between some actress on the show was like blasting fans or something. I'm very big on like, I will hold judgment until I see it. So I will give Samurai Champloo a shot. I'm just concerned because the one character's fighting style is very breakdance with a sword.
Yeah, and that's I mean, honestly, you have One Piece where the dude fights with 3 swords, one in his teeth, and yet it still works. As far as breakdancing with a sword, I mean, if you get an actor that is either decent at breakdancing or decent at like capoeira or something like that, I think it would transfer fairly well, especially with being able to manipulate with cameras, depending on how they want to shoot those things. Before we started the whole podcast today, you brought up that, because Cowboy Bebop was canceled, you were worried about it. You're right. I think they did well with it. It was well received. But when your show doesn't actually have a storyline until halfway through your final season,
or like the last 5 episodes, it feels like almost.
That's it. Like everything else, like you could just take any of the Cowboy Bebop episodes and they are all standalone episodes until they finally decide they want a small story arc, and that's where they canceled it. Do you think maybe it would have continued? Like the anime could have continued if they kept doing one-offs?
I think the anime ended because they were done with it. The original Cowboy, the anime ended, and I think they did like a farewell movie that just took place between certain episodes. But from my understanding, he ended it where he wanted to end it. Just like how I believe he came up with an ending for Samurai Champloo and ended that as well.
Well,
I don't think he wanted to continue it.
Technically, there were 2 endings to Cowboy Bebop because it was, again, that one standalone episode where everyone dies. It's the stuff at the back of the fridge.
They all got sick, but they woke up later. That wasn't a one-off.
Oh.
I mean, it was a one-off episode, but they didn't die in that one.
Oh,
Edward ended up eating it and then took a nap, and everyone got better.
Oh, I don't remember the after thing. I just remember it being a total standoff, alone, whatever. Yeah, I could have swore that like Faye and what's his face both died in it.
Everyone, Jet, Spike, everybody got bit. I think even Ein got bit.
Ein also got bit,
and it like knocked him out. It just made him sick.
But yeah, going back to Cowboy Bebop again for the anime again. I said the word again like 6 times just now. Weird.
Don't worry. I say like every other word. Don't worry. It's my period. So
I cut it out. Don't worry. But
I appreciate you.
Thanks. But yeah, it was just there. I said it again. Again. Ah, I hate myself for all of the agains. But
like. Are
you good? Got them all out?
Good. I think so.
Cool. Having a story that doesn't have a story, because it's almost like it's all filler episodes. You get introduced to the cast, but they have already known each other, so you're kind of coming into Cowboy Bebop in the middle already of whatever was going on.
I could see that because
you could do some kind of a prequel if you want. A lot of them already know each other. Now, granted, Ed, Ein, and Faye don't know Jet and Spike. I get that. But they're all established within their timeline and their story already. Could you imagine a prequel? Like, just about Faye? Now, I don't think that Ein would make a good prequel. I don't think Ed would make a good prequel. But Faye would.
Ein would make a good prequel. Well, Faye's main story was she was a relic of the past, and I think she was in cryo sleep, woke up in where it was, because there was an episode where they were looking for a beta player. They found a Betamax tape that was her video. And I think what they did for the storytelling, the director really just wanted the show to just start going. He didn't want to do a bunch of origins, but instead there would be lines of dialogue between Jet and Spike. Like, when I found you, you were just this. And if more Cowboy Bebop for me, I would love to watch a prequel episode. But as a show did it, I feel they did do a great job kind of explaining that back without really showing. They did a tell, not show in little drop by lines. So I respect it.
Same thing. I really respect when a show doesn't just spoon feed you the histories or whatever it is. It just is a really good one is Book of Eli.
Love that one.
They don't sit there and spoon feed you what happened. Yes, they do kind of you get the sense of what did happen because they do finally tell you the whole thing through just where were you when this happened, or where were you? But we talk about those types of things. Like when the shutdown of COVID happened, being in California, on the day of the shutdown, I canceled a scrim for Overwatch, and we went out to an Irish pub that night. I believe it was St. Patrick's Day was the day that the world shut down in 2020, at least in California. So when I asked people, hey, what were you doing at that point? The world already knows that COVID, pandemic, whatever, it happened. We could talk about it without being like, so, and going into like the entire history of Wuhan and, or bat meat or whatever weird thing that people came up with at that time.
Right.
We just kind of jump into the fact that this is all known and we can go forward from it. They did a great job with that type of thing. I think Book of Eli did a good job with it also. Cowboy Bebop, as far as the like prequels, again, Faye would be great, Spike would be great. I don't think Jet would be. I kind of feel
because he was a detective, so they could have done like a different genre show for him where he's being a detective.
Again, I don't think Ed could have done anything, and Ein
Just
was
hacking and playing chess.
But Ein was a lab testing dog, and before that,
genetically engineered dog, I think. Yeah.
But before that, it's just a dog. I don't think that there's much of a backstory but you meet Ein when he escapes the lab. So you kind of meet Ein at the beginning of his story.
I think so. So we already get his backstory. So that's all good.
That's all good.
But to be able to see some of the missions more so play out of Spike and what was his name? Vincent? That'd be kind of cool. I mean, they technically could continue it because they left the ending so ambiguous. So,
well, if you like more, you are going to hate what they're doing with V-Bucks because you get a whole lot less now.
Oh boy.
Like between 10 and 20% less. Guess running the servers is getting super expensive for Epic. And so, yeah, your old $9 pack that would get you 1,000 V-Bucks now gets you 800. That is the biggest percentage drop. That is a full 20% drop. Now, if you were, big ballin' and you were buying the $90 pack, it's going from $13.50 to $12.50, so it's not as big of a drop.
Not
but
terrible, but
you're still getting a whole lot less for what you used to get. With that said, the Battle Pass is now also being reduced to 800. So,
that's fair.
And you'll still also get 800 V-Bucks out of the Battle Pass. So they are still allowing you to continue to pay once and just kind of, as long as you do it, you're able to continue going through it. The 4 big packs that they have is the $9 pack goes from 1,000 to 800. The $23 pack goes from 2,800 to 2,400. The $37 pack. Wow, all of these prices are weird. Like,
right, $37.89. One of this is like the dynamic pricing, like Sony's doing with their games.
Now that is BS. That is. I don't. I don't even know where to start on that one. Anyway, before you keep going, the last one goes from for $37 goes from 5,000 to 4,500. Go ahead, talk about Sony.
Well, there's still also the 50-cent pack is gone. It's $1 pack, and you get 50 V-Bucks for that.
Oh, so they just doubled the price on that one?
Pretty much.
Oh, do I need to change
ridiculous.
need to change our little note from 10 to 50% then?
I have no idea because I'm looking at that one right now. 50 V-Bucks cost 99 cents. Previously was 50 cents. So yeah, that doubled the price. And from what I understand, this already started. This started today, March 19th.
Correct. It started earlier today with whatever their reset is.
Well, I'm glad I already got my Goku skin, so I don't even care.
They're doing a lot of collabs. I don't know if we've talked about it before, but have you seen those people that are like, oh, hey, it's Deadpool from Fortnite. Oh, hey, it's Sailor Moon from that game Fortnite. Oh, hey,
God,
it's
so
Goku from Fortnite.
I know the Russian Badgers, they did a video. Every time a new skin comes out or a new pack, they actually buy it. And they did like a whole video of showcasing it and mix and matching the most ridiculous finishers with the skins. So I think they had like the Gundam RX-78-2 with the wrestling moves finishers.
Epic, if you ever want to sponsor me or BattleVest and you want to put us into your game, you're more than welcome to. We can work
I'd
something
buy that
out.
Pack.
Yeah,
just like the ice skater, I'd buy that pack.
But you brought up PlayStation. I do not play on console anymore. I really don't care what happens to console these days. It just seems that, honestly, it seems that PlayStation is just taking L after L. I think I thought maybe they were going to bring it back with their exclusives that they're doing again to kind of pull away from, what is it, the Steam Machine, Xbox, and PC, because all of them are going to have Steam.
Taking away the exclusives. Yeah. I guess they've already been doing this for some time as well. And other companies do very similar things. From what I was reading, Sony is doing dynamic pricing. So you could see a price online. It's like, this game is $5. And then you go to the PlayStation store, it's now $10. But if, say, you who rarely buys anything on the PlayStation store because you don't use consoles, it could very well be that that game's $5 for you.
Yep.
Just to try to entice you to start buying more digitals. Now, keep in mind, I mean, that is still a significant price. If the game was $25 previously, you're getting it for $10. There's still that deal. Well, I kind of want to get it for $5.
So what I was reading is depending on your buying habits, they're going to be changing the prices of things on PlayStation Plus, PSN, wherever you happen to be buying it, wherever your accounts are linked. That's what they're doing. It's a lot like how you were saying some other stores do it, like Walmart. If you are in the parking lot of the store and you look online and you have your GPS turned on, it will have a different price than if you were, say, 10 miles away from the store. Because if you're already there, you're more than likely going to go inside and buy it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's dirty. It's, I don't know. It's another reason for me to not go back to consoles. I don't see a point. And with, as we've talked about, the PS5 being jailbroken by that random game from, what was it, the PS3
the Star
game?
Wars Pod Racers. Star Wars Pod Racers. I think it was a PS4 game.
Yeah, the fact that it's all been jailbroken already, I don't see a point. One thing I did want to bring up, in our comments, someone brought up when we talked about the operating systems in California that are no longer going to be usable or whatever because of the age verifications for like Linux and whatever.
Yeah.
We were thinking of it the same way that a lot of other people were, and that is computer operating systems. But everything has an operating system. Your phone has an operating system.
We actually brought that up in during the full stream.
The fact, do we bring up the fact that your car has an operating system?
No.
And it's not just age verification. It is also going to be just straight information. And some people...
I'm glad I don't live in California.
Yeah. There was, I mean, and it was crazy. And this is one of the few times I'm going to bring up politics on this because it was nuts how quick in our comment section it went to politics.
Did it really? I stay away from the comments because I'm sensitive and I don't want to read mean things because I'll probably make dinner and cry. I don't want that.
Oh, have you seen that? Is it Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon that does the celebrities read mean tweets?
Yes. I love those ones. Those crack me up.
Was it
Natalie Portman one was like the best.
Oh, I thought Jennifer Lawrence was. Jennifer Lawrence is what a unenthusiastic Bajnai looks like. Just like, damn.
Their comments are always so good.
But nope, no reason to ever want to support PlayStation again. Honestly, the only reason I even support Epic at this point is I get free games from them every Thursday.
Yes, I like that. I like free games.
I think this week's free game is Engineer Simulator.
Never heard of it, but I'll try it.
And then there's some bundle or whatever for World of Warships. I went and looked at it this morning. That's the only reason I know. Let us know in the comments if you actually want us to cover that kind of stuff, because our whole episode comes out on Saturday, and we can let you guys know what's going on. What do you got?
Call of Duty. Since we're already talking Fortnite, we could always just swing over to Call of Duty. It's kind of just a silly thing. It's a Surfshark. Like, I don't even know what they were doing. They released some kind of like the average search for cheats for games. So Call of Duty was the top of it.
Number of searches per 1,000 players. So Call of Duty has 66 searches per 1,000 players. Like, that's nuts. I guess this is the same list. It's just broken down a whole lot more. Again, Rocket League, 59 per 1,000, and I think they're just multiplying it by them. I don't know if they're actually doing... They're just multiplying numbers. Like, what the hell are they even doing? So apparently League of Legends, Overwatch, Battlefield, Valorant, and Dota 2 are some of the least searched cheats for games. League of Legends has a 0.02 per 1,000 players. which means if you want to get 2 solid searches, you need 100,000 players to get 2 searches for cheats. Overwatch, you need 10,000 players per search. Battlefield, Valorant, and Dota 2 is all 1 search per 1,000 players. So
Not bad.
I just don't know where the hell they come up with 66,000 searches.
That was me. I added that because I took it as each number of that. So 66 was just to make things simpler so they didn't have to use a comma and 3 zeros. They just put like 66,000. So that was a misread on me.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, this is an article I saw a couple weeks ago. This is actually from like the 3rd. I'll cut it to make sure we sound smart. Don't worry. But no,
because I want to double check this one too now, real quick. Okay, it still said per 1,000. The way I perceived it was still each number was 1,000.
Yeah, no,
it's
it's
number per, but
yeah,
right,
but the whole thing is if you have to understand that if
yeah.
there are a million cheaters out there, I mean, if there's a million players, which Call of Duty has more than a million players, your number would be correct at 66,000 per million. But if there are 3 million players out there, it means that the people that are searching it is closer to 200,000.
So average monthly cheat related searches per 1,000 players.
Correct.
66 out of 1,000 every month.
Yes. So for every 1,000 players, 66 searches for a cheat for Call of Duty, which comes out to if you want to get into straight numbers, that is 6.5% is cheaters.
Oh, cheaters.
Yes. See, that's what I was going off of when I said that I saw a list that put COD into like actual percentages.
Right.
And 6% is a lot. If you're talking about 150 person lobbies, that means that on average you have 2 or 3 cheaters per lobby.
So
that's nuts.
That's probably why I don't play Call of Duty. I'll just get shot.
I
and then
tried
blame cheaters.
I tried playing it with Darren several months back. The new thing started. He's like, "Hey, come play this. Want to try it out?" I'm like, "Okay, fine, cool. Well, I'll come and try it out." I downloaded the game. I updated the game. I installed all the shaders. I did everything. I got into one game, and it was not a hacker, but it was so bad on the aim, not the aimbot, but the aim assist for a controller player, that I'm like, there's no point in playing. Like, I feel like that they do not miss shots. There was
if they do the snap aim, like, yeah, no.
So there was a statistic at one point that the average aim for someone on controller is equal to the top 5% of those on mouse and keyboard.
With assist on?
Well, why would you turn it off? Like, it literally...
Not if it's giving you that advantage. Like,
so
that's the only way you're going to be able to keep up with keyboard and mouse. But it seems like it's exceeding.
Well, Arc Raiders was really bad for a while. I don't know if they fixed it since, but the higher your frame rate, the better your aim assist was. Like, the higher your refresh was, the better your aim assist was. So if you were playing at, like, 60 frames and someone was slowly walking, your crosshair would literally follow them. But at, like, 240 frames, they could pretty much be running and your crosshair is still following and staying on target. I need to show you. You need to watch that video. It's stupid. Yeah, but Arc Raider, that also means that 1% of Arc Raiders, 1% of them are hackers.
Well, it's good to see that the League of Legends are keeping up the honor code there. Not many people are playing League anymore.
No, League is huge, but the only thing you can really cheat on with League, I believe, is Fog of War. It's map hacks.
See where everybody's at. Okay.
And I think that's it, because there's so many things out there that are like sponsored programs that will give you stats on players, on characters, certain builds, certain ways to counter.
Yeah, you don't need it as long as you do your research.
Dead by Daylight, I think, is about the same thing. I think Dead by Daylight is a lot of wall hacks.
Wall hacks, speed hacks. So the survivors are slightly faster than the killer, or it might be the other way around. But there's something where it increases the speed slightly, so one can outpace the other, no matter what. And there's a hack where it can pretty much freeze up the server, so it forces people to quit out of the game.
Is that like the old lag switching from like Black Ops 2?
Oh gosh, kinda. Except it holds the game hostage, forcing them to quit, so you win.
So it almost like just DDoSes the server for that like
Pretty
one
much.
game.
So they can keep their record perfect.
I will say that Overwatch has had quite a problem, not necessarily with cheaters, but with unstable servers. I'm going to say every like 5 or 6 games, you'll be playing in like 6v6 or 5v5, whatever, and all of a sudden the match will just end to a black screen and it'll restart you on a new match and it'll say, aired out or whatever, and you'll have to replay the whole thing again. Sometimes it's a lot of fun because like you have like this really good back and forth, and so you get to continue to play with the people and you're still talking trash and it's not bad. But if you're just getting freaking rolled by a team and all of a sudden it restarts you, I've just left. Not even going to try to deal with it.
Gundam Evolution, I felt like every other match, you would have to restart the client. It would error out or glitch or something. I missed that game, but I hated that game. But
is it another one of the bad games that you really like?
It was a hero shooter. It was fun, but the exploits in that game, the bugs, the fact that it was a pay to win for suits, that was no.
Now, I am okay with well-known exploits and like, doing things in the game that they don't fix, but it's almost like using something slightly not as intended. So like some of the rollouts with say like old Doomfist in Overwatch where you can like bounce off of certain things to get more height or more distance, or the way you can do some like speed boosts, like bunny hopping or whatever. Those types of things I feel are just a skill gap, because as long as you learn it, you can also do it. You know what I mean? Like it's not...
Yeah, like wave dashing, Magneto tri-jump.
Yeah, exactly. But actual cheating in the games, like, walls, aimbotting, insta-kill, whatever. I'm not a fan of the whole thing. Another thing I'm not a fan of is the Oscars. You hear what they did to my girls for K-pop Demon Hunter?
I heard they did the wrap it up on them. Dave Chappelle wrap it up.
They were receiving an award. Like it was a first time ever that a K-pop song has won an award. Okay. And it was the best original song. K-pop Demon Hunters also won best animated feature, but this was Ija, which is like the main writer. She plays the voice for Rumi. Like she is the main like singer songwriter in the movie itself. She did all the voices for all of the all the crowd noises. It was her like 1,000 times over. Just
oh dang,
yeah, she's awesome. They were saying their thank yous. You good over there?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just pretending nothing's happening.
Oh, okay. How's that working for you?
You see a tail?
I did. I don't anymore. So, now I do. So, here's the thing. I have you to where I only see your left shoulder and nothing else. So, if there's anything happening past your left shoulder, I don't see it.
He's on my lap right now. He's just chilling.
Love your cats.
This is Gigi. Gigi just chills.
Yeah, me and Willow, while I was there, Willow is my homie.
Yeah, she misses you.
Does she? I miss her. For those that don't know, Willow is a BattleVest 17-year-old cat. Toothless. Stinky breath.
She has no teeth.
God, I love that cat. That cat would just sit there with me. BattleVest was nice enough to let me have like the bed because of the drives and everything else. You shouldn't have, but you're amazing. Thank you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm sorry.
But I would wake up to that cat just like sitting there and just looking at me, and like has its little like kitty engine roaring already. I loved it. Going back, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Grammys, wrap it up.
Yeah, Oscars, they orchestrate them out. They were in the middle of their thank yous, and which has gotten a lot of backlash because you have the hosts cracking these bad, dry, horrible jokes that no one wants to hear. You had the president give like a 3-minute speech on what the Oscars are doing. And again, no one cares. I would much rather hear how thankful these people are. Now, if their speech is going like 30, 40 minutes and they're getting into, the children in Ethiopia and, the unladen swallows and everything, I fine, don't care. But if you're really just thanking the people that got you there, let them Let him finish.
I mean,
there was one.
Was it the Robert Downey Jr. Chris Evans thing at the Oscars? I keep seeing clips about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I keep seeing this clip go playing, and Robert Downey Jr. is giving Chris Evans these like pearlescent underwear and supposedly it's the ones that Channing Tatum wore on Magic Mike.
Okay.
And in the background, you hear Channing Tatum like, "I'm gonna need those back," and then Robert's, "What?" And Channing's like, "I gotta work after this, bro. Come on."
Apparently, the scene you're talking about, some people have said they need to keep that kind of thing in because it was actually funny. But the rest of like I said, you don't need a 3-minute speech from the Oscar president. I don't know who the dude is. I don't care what the Oscars are doing.
We're here for who won.
That's it.
Who won the votes? That's it.
And what made it even worse is that there was a live version of Golden played at the Oscars. So you know that this is a gigantic thing. How do you then orchestra them and just cut them off?
Well, do we know how long their speech was going?
I mean, I can look that whole thing up. I don't mind looking that up because 1 minute, 10 seconds from the time that you see she's already up walking down the aisle to go up on stage. And then one of the other guys up there says, "I would like to thank," and the orchestra kicks in. Here, I'm just going to send this to you because I want you to.
You want to watch it right now real quick? Or
yeah, it's only a minute, like a minute 25 long. It's up, isn't it?
Bro. So now watching that and seeing what they did. What?
Now you understand. Like
the guy stepped up to say, "I want to thank," cut his mic.
And just, yeah.
And it's not like he was a random person. Like, did they think he was that Matan guy who went up there to thank his Jewish rabbi?
Okay.
At the Game Award show?
Oh, whatever. The dude won an award. Let him thank whoever he wants.
There was a bunch of names under the award that they won.
Yeah.
That's a messed up thing. I think somebody was just butthurt on that one. They just like, well, man, the thing I wanted to win didn't win.
Yeah.
Cool, you got 30 seconds to speak. Shut off. It cut his mic.
And here's the thing, like, yes, she took majority of the time, but like, let's be honest, she is the face of K-pop Demon Hunters. It's horrible.
I'm not a fan. I think that was a jerk move.
The producer of the Oscars tried to backpedal and say, yeah, we need to find a way to do things differently. It didn't work to like fix any of it. People are pissed. Again, it is a first ever. Speaking of K-pop Demon Hunter, you had something with the Saja Boys.
Yes. What was it? Kevin Wu. He did the singing voice of Mystery with the Saja Boys. He released a music video. It's funny because we actually talked about it earlier, Dead by Daylight. So they just released a new update. It's a K-pop inspired update for the game. So the killer is Trickster, K-pop themed as well. Kevin Wu also is voicing the survivor as well for the game, but you can watch the music video. You can even pay for the DLC and start playing it now on any of the consoles. I don't have the friend group to play Dead by Daylight, so I myself have never played. I am kind of sad that there are certain DLCs you can't get anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of them, there was the Demogorgon for Stranger Things, but this one sounds cool. Yeah, K-pop inspired horror chapter.
I think we've talked about it before. I don't mind if it's a skin or something that you can't get anymore, but when there is like those types of characters that could technically be some kind of an advantage that if you did not play during a certain time frame, it doesn't do it anymore. You know what I mean?
Right. Because I'm always scared. They actually have Ash in the game from Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to ever get rid of that. But licensing sucks.
Licensing does suck.
Like, I don't know if I ever told you. Did you ever play Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for Sega Genesis?
Absolutely. Actually,
so
I have it plugged in to my Genesis behind me with the Sonic and Knuckles attached to it.
When Sonic 3 first released, do you know who was going to do the original, who was doing the soundtrack for Sonic 3, right?
No.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
They even used his music still after they got rid of him because that was during all the allegation stuff. And fans kind of was like, well, that's a Michael Jackson song. That song is this song. So if you plug it into Sonic and Knuckles, a lot of the music is different now because of that. I think almost every stage is different. The first few chapters, the Sonic 3 stages are all redone.
Was that during, I guess they must have had some kind of a contract, because was that during like the Moonwalker phase of Genesis?
That was afterwards. I think the creator of Sonic just really liked Michael Jackson's music, but I think Michael Jackson was also having issues because his music wasn't transferring very well into the 8-bit, 16-bit world.
It's funny you say that, because there was a MIDI version of Smooth Criminal and Beat It on the 1990s version of Sega Genesis's Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
Right.
So
I don't think they had I don't think Michael had anything to do with that one. I think they just ripped his music. Like, hey, we're the movie company. We're going to make this tie-in game.
Really? They didn't? Because it's
I
not like
don't know. I never played Moonwalker, but I remember the movie like crazy. I remember skipping like 90% of it just to get to the robot scene.
It's not like it is kind of a ripoff. Like, it is legitimately him. Like, he's even on the cover of the game.
Right.
All right, now I have to look this stuff up. Did Michael Jackson have any input on Sega Genesis game? Yes, Michael Jackson had direct input on Sega Genesis games in the early 1990s, specifically with the development of his own licensed title and uncredited musical contributions to the major Sonic the Hedgehog game. The game features stylized dance attacks, dance magic, and digitized 16-bit renditions of his hits, including Smooth Criminal, Beat It, and Bad, Sonic the Hedgehog 1994, heavily involved in creating it.
We're getting both of those answered right now. I love it.
Specifically, he is widely believed to have contributed to the soundtrack, including the Carnival Night Zone and the end credits
Ice Cap
theme.
Zone. And Ice Cap Zone, too.
That's not
and Angel Island.
That's not on
I don't know why it's not, but they
here.
changed. Those were the songs they changed. They changed Angel Island. They changed Ice Cap Zone, the end credits, and the Carnival one.
The latter of which the end credits, was later reworked into his song Stranger in Moscow. Jackson went uncredited in the final game, while accusations against him in 1993 caused Sega to distance themselves. It was also reported that Jackson was unhappy with how his music sounded on the Genesis sound chip. Space Channel 5 in 1999?
That was a Dreamcast game, I feel. Like a rhythm game.
Jackson provided his voice and likeness for a cameo character known as Space Michael, and also in Michael Jackson in Scramble Training, 1993, an arcade interactive film game for Sega AS-1 simulator where Jackson appears as a live-action guide.
I liked him in Men in Black. I could be Agent M.
Yeah, we lost a good one at that point. I mean, yeah, there was his allegations and everything else. I think they were only allegations, right? Never convicted?
As far as I know, nothing was ever convicted. I think a lot of truths were coming out.
Macaulay Culkin was always a big defender of him as one of the people that stayed in Michael Jackson's bedroom for sleepovers when he was a kid. But what he said is, the bedroom is not what you think it is. For you, a bedroom is a little 10 by 10 room. For Michael Jackson, a bedroom is a 2-story, condo with like separate rooms and whatever else. Like, that is the quote bedroom, but it is a house. Mm-hmm. He stands by the fact that nothing ever happened. And I mean, I was never at the Neverland Ranch. I have no idea. We'll crack the jokes, as long as we can, of course. But what else was there? Disney.
Well, that one. It's a really short one, but Disney is they did reveal 2 new projects coming out in 2028.
Okay.
I believe it's the new live action remake part 2 of Lilo and Stitch. I know the ending rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, which I totally get. It did kind of change up a lot. Certain characters didn't get their redemption arc, kind of changed the definition of family, like the whole we're family. Anyways, the other one I'm excited for.
Before you keep going,
go ahead.
Can we put Stitch into a Fast and the Furious movie? Have him and Toretto talk about family back and forth?
If Toretto, they have to go to Hawaii, and yes, they can definitely do that.
I'm down.
Random fact just for you. I don't care if you keep it or cut it. I saw a post that Chuck Norris actually got hospitalized recently in Hawaii. And the way they worded it was Chuck Norris hospitalized after medical emergency in Hawaii. And I actually commented on it. It's like, I feel bad for whoever this after medical emergency person is, because the way they worded it, Chuck Norris hospitalized.
It was earlier today, actually. Yeah, it literally just says Chuck Norris, 86, rushed to hospital after medical emergency. That's the only thing it's saying. It's not saying why or what or anything like that. So good luck, Mr. Norris. Did you know that under his beard isn't a chin but a third fist?
I did not. Chuck Norris is full of surprises. I love him.
I brought up playing World of Warcraft, but old World of Warcraft, there was a place called the Barrens. And Barrens chat was just off the wall. It would be the most racist stuff there, but it was also Chuck Norris-isms. And that was it. It's like if you'd say, hey, Barrens chat, or you would talk to them at all whatsoever, Chuck Norris-isms would just start flying. Like, Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he pushes the earth down. Jesus may walk on water, but Chuck Norris can swim through land.
Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer. Too bad he never cries.
Chuck Norris is the only man that can roundhouse kick himself in the back of the head.
Chuck Norris is the only character in the Expendables that made a Chuck Norris joke.
He's not, actually.
Did they all make Chuck Norris jokes in
most
that?
of them made it. He made the best one, though, which was, I was once bit by a snake, and after 3 days of agonizing pain, the snake finally died.
Yes. I love it.
But I think
I'm sad that series went downhill, but...
I don't think it went downhill. It didn't take itself seriously, and it never did. If they just kept doing what they were doing, I'd be happy with it.
I know they were trying to get Jackie Chan in it, so we would have gotten another movie with Jet Li and Jackie Chan, and I would have been all for that.
Oh, yeah, and then The Incredibles 3, June 16th, 2028.
I loved the first one. I thought the first Incredibles was amazing.
Oh, also, going back to K-Pop Demon Hunter, and that Netflix finally confirmed that K-Pop Demon Hunter 2 will be coming out in 2029. We all already knew it.
Not to. Yeah, they'd be dumb not to.
But they confirmed it themselves. So I want to see if they have an actual release date for it.
One of the pieces of art I got at the Game On Expo is the cat with the bird in the hat.
Yeah, K-Pop Demon Hunters 2 is officially in development by Netflix and Sony with a planned release set for 2029.
I wonder if there's any concept art yet or fan theories on this.
I don't know. Well, there is one fan theory. Do you remember when Psy's Gangnam Style came out?
I love this theory. Yes. And I love where you're going with this. Continue.
It was thought that there was supposed to be like the Mayan end of the world around that time period because the Mayan calendar was ending or whatever it was. Psy being from Korea. And that actually, I believe that was the very first video to ever hit 1 billion views on YouTube.
There was something ridiculous like that. It was nuts.
But the whole theory is that he created the Hanmun that saved the world by everyone doing the weird Korean pony dance.
Yep. So thank you, Psy, for saving us.
Thank you, Psy. Oh, and I did see, it was several months ago, but Psy came out with Rose and did APT.
Oh, gosh.
And did like the Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars?
Yeah, it was Psy and Rose.
Wow.
So like all the Koreans, and yeah, it was a huge concert. That would have been one that would have been fun to go to.
Or like one of the video game orchestra ones. We got 2 more things.
2?
Mm-hmm. I tried to segue this one into concept art and or fan theories.
Ah, yes. Sorry. There is, as of now, I have not seen any concept art for any of the K-Pop Demon Hunter 2 stuff. But
I do like the fan theory, though. That theory always cracks me up.
What is this thing about RE9?
Concept art. And the ending slightly revealed the fact that Leon puts on what we may think is a wedding ring. Concept art also shows his hand with this ring on his left hand, middle, ring finger. The internet wants to know, who did he end up marrying? And
I don't like it.
Hannigan? What?
I don't like it. The dude
like
is
what?
That they're trying to make him married to make him a family man. Go ahead.
Here's the cool part. They didn't disclose who it is.
Okay.
They even reached out to the guy and like, hey, director guy, who's Leon marrying? Is it Ada? Is it Claire? Is it the chick from Resident Evil 6? And he's like, you know what? The answer is going to be clear one day. Just not yet. What we wanted to convey in this final scene is simple. After all said and done, Leon now has a place to go home to. And that's all they wanted to represent it. That he just kicked a bunch of zombie butt.
I know who it is.
Weapons.
I know who it is. It's Ashley.
It's Ashley
Leon,
Perkins.
help!
Oh my god.
That's all it is. Although
the role play's got to be creepy.
You're right. Ada Wong or Claire Redfield are the right answers because they're hot. Let's be honest, they're just hot. But if we do think about the amount of time that he has spent with certain characters doing whatever it is in these, Ashley's the only right answer. And it would have had to wait a little bit because I think she was supposed to be 16 or 17 in RE4.
I have no idea. She's the president's daughter. I don't even recall. I know that they did some edits for the remake to make it less creepy, so I do believe she was around that age.
Oh, never mind. Ashley Graham is 20 years old.
Okay, perfect.
It
works out.
In RE4.
I think it'd have been creepy if the other fan theory where it's Sherry Birkins, that one would be a little creep. What was that actor that married his stepdaughter?
The most famous one that I always remember was Edgar Allan Poe marrying his cousin, but I don't know what you're going for.
I can't even remember. He's an old school actor. They always made fun of him in like Animaniacs, had the glasses and he did good movies. Can't remember his name, but he married his stepdaughter after his divorce.
Yeah, that's a little weird. So that game and Resident Evil 4 took place in 2004. So we're talking, yes. So we're talking 22 years later. Leon was 27 at that time, and Ashley was 20. In the article that I just looked up, it said that, he is significantly older. And I'm like, 7 years? Really?
7 years?
Significantly?
You want to talk about a weird age gap? I think Princess Leia and Han Solo is kind of a creepier age gap than that.
Romeo and Juliet is a strange age gap.
I never figured that one. Claire Danes and Leonardo DiCaprio looked around the same age.
Romeo is closer to 16 or 21 based on his actions. Juliet is 13.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, no.
Or cut it out. Cut it out. No, thank you. So what feeds the theories for Claire? I mean, obviously, Ada... They have that strange relationship throughout all of the game series. The reason people are thinking it might be Claire is Claire has like angel wings. She is beautiful, and she is a Redfield, so that's awesome. So maybe one day we'll see her punch a boulder. But she has wings on her jacket, and on Leon's watch, on the face, there's the wings, and on his Requiem cannon, they also have wings on that. So they're like, maybe it's Claire.
No,
maybe it's Chris. Maybe it's Carlos.
I'm calling it now. It's Ashley. To me, that's the only one that makes sense.
He did flirt with her back in the day. So.
And, I mean, Ashley was looking pretty hot in that suit of armor while Leon was in that, what was it, the 20s gangster outfit with the
noir outfit, yeah.
With the Chicago typewriter.
Yes.
Such a good thing. You know what?
Now we're on our last thing.
We should definitely do, you're right, a lore lounge for Resident Evil.
I'm already working on kind of like the things I want to go over with it, so...
You got to let me know, because I need to figure out exactly whether it's just canon, if it's the characters themselves, because the only one that I played, well, the only two that I really played a bunch of, as we talked about, was Code Veronica X and RE4. And I feel
those are all canon.
But I feel like those are two of the best games. 2 was great for the time. I do think that 2 now is more rose-colored glasses. 2 remake, amazing.
Yes.
Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, great for the time. I do not think that they held up the test of time.
They did do a 2002 remake of Resident Evil 1. Theory is they're doing a real Resident Evil 1 remake.
Doing the third person type thing like they did with 2?
Maybe. Keeping it the third person angle. I mean, Resident Evil 1 was already third person, but it was the tank controls and stocked camera angles where you couldn't change that.
Yeah, so
if they make Resident Evil 1 like Resident Evil 2 are, I'm all for it. That was a lot of fun.
So I've always differentiated the two things as one being a first person or second person, first person or third person, which is here or over shoulder, which is third person or over back. And then what 1, 2, and Code Veronica did was, and 3, I guess, but that was the fixed camera angles. And don't get me wrong, that stuff was great for the horror stuff. Like they did it in, I think, a game called Clock Tower, yes, where there were certain scenes that you would only see one time. And if you ever tried going back to it, I think
it was Fatal Frame.
I don't remember. It was for the PS1, I believe. One of the things is you're walking down the street and all of a sudden the camera goes up to this big tower. And there's like a shadow that moves in front of it. But if you ever try to go back to do it again, it never shows it again. And you just have some other fixed camera. It was really cool, but it was really creepy.
Then you'd like 9 because it's both first person and third person. You could also change it.
I always complained that 4 needed to be first person just because...
They did do a VR mode for it.
That might be fun. All right, Nathan Fillion. He has been going everywhere. He has been all over my feed. He's talking to people.
He's not talking to me. I wish he would talk to me. I worship the ground you walk on, sir. He has been making rounds on TikTok, shorts, whatever, going to the houses of cast members of an old school show called Firefly and the cast of the movie Serenity. Pretty much just be like, hey, it's time. And they do like their little comfy nods or whatever. Each character is different. They were saying, okay, March 15th, we'll announce what we're planning. People were hoping it wasn't just a reunion convention or a podcast or something stupid.
I think they already have a podcast.
They do with him and Alan Tudyk. Him and Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk have a little podcast where they announced it, and I think they also announced it at some con. But they announced an animated series is in the development for the Firefly. It's going to take place after season 1 and before the movie, obviously, for obvious reasons. Not going to go into that because if you haven't seen Serenity, you got to watch it. Great movie, Leaf on the Wind. Firefly came out, I want to say 2005 is when the show originally came out. It aired on Fox. Fox threw it on like the worst time schedule, aired the episodes out of order. So the show didn't make sense when you would watch it.
And it still did well and had a cult following and people wanted more of it.
When it went to sci-fi, people actually got to watch it in its entirety and they wanted more. So they did make a movie to kind of conclude it to see if maybe that would go. But I think the movie flopped. Still a great movie. It's one of my top 10 favorite movies. But I do believe that movie flopped in theaters.
I feel that it just didn't do what everyone wanted. They were trying to like button everything up and have closure for it. But you can't have was it one season? No, 2 seasons, 1 movie.
No,
and a
it was
lifetime
14 episodes. 14
that's
episodes.
What it was. 14 episodes, 1 movie, and a lifetime of what the hell was the saying? Anyway, continue.
I mean, they also did comics. You can say if you want those to be canon or not. I've always been like, nah. If it's not like they're animated or they're movies or whatever, it's not. So I'm excited for this. I mean, obviously there's a couple actors that are not going to be able to get for the show because they've passed away in real life.
I follow, what's her face on The Little Mechanic.
Oh, I know her. The character is Kaylee. I don't know the actress's name.
I want to say it's Julie?
Maybe. I always remember the story that she told where when she auditioned and she got the part, she was like a little tiny thing, a little model. And then Joss Whedon was like, all right, now for this role, going to need you to gain some weight. Who tells people that?
Jewel State.
She was awesome.
She's great. She's adorable. Apparently they don't have a distribution partner yet. So we will. Are you good over there?
Okay. Just want to put this right here.
That is the Millennium
this
Falcon,
set
right?
Forever ago. We talked about like one of our first podcasts together where the Millennium Falcon was on sale and it's like, I bought it just so I could make this.
You're
the Firefly.
But anyway,
I love this thing.
Like I was saying, they have not found a distribution partner yet. We've talked about it off stream that Netflix can both be the best and the worst thing ever to happen to it.
Yep.
I don't know if HBO would ever pick it up because I don't feel that it is what they do.
I can see Amazon Prime picking it up. A lot of people are talking Hulu and Disney Plus. We'll see.
Hold on. I need to look this up. I forget which one there's a streaming service that is ending.
Is it Paramount? Because I know they've been saying they're going to phase out Hulu forever ago, but I still have access to it.
2 days ago, another streaming service is shutting down. BET Plus is merging into Paramount Plus as Paramount becomes the sole owner of BET and its streaming services.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't even know BET had its own streaming service. I feel terrible about that.
Hulu app is no longer available on the Nintendo Switch eShop, which supports the application is ending. Yeah, so it's Hulu. Okay, never mind. I wasn't sure which one it was. I just knew that one of them was being shut down. I don't know why I thought it was Amazon.
No, they'll probably be adding ads like everyone else, but Amazon's doing too good. Prime is good.
Yeah, just not their gaming thing because
I haven't even tried that.
Oh, well, I was talking to someone earlier about it. We're wondering if New World, since it's going to be shutting down its servers permanently beginning of next year, we're wondering if it is going to start picking up private servers now.
It worked for WoW.
WoW isn't shut down. WoW is...
No, but the vanilla, like how they wanted the vanilla servers and everything.
Well, I mean, they did their own stuff. Like there is still a WoW vanilla now. Like they have all of these other things. Now you have Ascension, you have Turtle WoW, you have Chromie. Like you have a bunch of these other that are independent run private servers, but the game itself is still going. I don't know if the Stop Killing Games initiative is actually going to be able to, your cat.
Trying to stay in character right now.
Oh my God, I love your cat. You're making this a short, by the way. I don't care. Oh, I love her. The hell was I saying? Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have private servers or not. We kind of hope that they are, because if they are, you can then do what you needed to kind of keep things going, because then you'll have control over how things happen. Might have to get rid of the war system, but outside of that, I don't think I have anything else, Mr. BattleVest.
That was it. That's it. List is done.
One last thing, and this is kind of for everyone and you. Slight change, but it is still going to be the same thing. This is now going to be called the Gamer's Last Stand production, since we do have multiple segments that we'll be coming out with. We got more in the chamber. We got more things coming up. I've got a couple creator checkpoints that are coming up. I've talked to some people. We're going to be putting that stuff out there. Hopefully you can get a hold of a certain artist that we spent way too much money at his table and way too much time over there. I love you, David Wong.
He did sell me those 10 prints for only 20, even though it said 30. So he hooked it up.
He's an awesome dude. You want to take us out?
Yeah. So thank you for watching. You can catch the whole edited stream on Amazon Music, iHeart Radio, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. And then for the shorts, we got ourselves on the YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So catch us there. Or I could speedrun all the Resident Evils again.
Yeah, let's not. Have a good one, guys.